So today's video is going to be closets of the super rich. My inspiration came from watching celebrity closet tours on YouTube, and while I was researching this video I watched Untold Mode's closet reaction videos, where there were like loads of designer brands, quite opposite to the average person, where there's not really any luxury brands. I've only ever heard of the names of luxury brands. I only watch parts of them because to me, I find that it's boring, even though I filmed my closet tour, which is on my channel, so go check that out if you want to. I also think of it as flexing all those designer brands that you own. I was shocked about the number of pairs that Jacqueline Hill owns. I only own one pair of sunglasses because how many pairs of sunglasses do you actually need? Overconsumption, and there's also environmental impacts. As well as flexing, it is wasteful, as how can one person own that much stuff? Like, I have no idea how one person can own that much stuff. Wasteful not to wear your clothes. You need to wear your clothes more than once, and don't just leave the tags in. I'm not a minimalist, but I don't own too many clothes. I try to be mindful of consumption. Big question is, why do people even watch massive closet tours? To me personally, I find them boring, and I don't see them more as just them flexing how many designer items they own, how much clothing they own, what's in their closet. But to some people, it's an inspiration to have one day. Like, we all want that walk-in closet. We all want to have that bag we've always wanted, to have that watch we've always wanted, all those things we've always wanted. People have big dreams. Dream of like walk-in closet, owning that many clothes, owning designer items. People dream of being able to afford those items. From that designer bag of their dreams to that pair of trainers they dream about, and the accessories they dream of owning, or that really expensive watch. When watching these videos, you can dream about owning those items one day. Also we notice what's in other people's closets. Also, we like to be nosy, as well as noticing what's in people's closets. We like to find out people's way of life. Like, that's what social media is. Like, we have vlogging, we have closet tours, room tours, makeup collections. More than you can ever wear or own in your life. When watching these things, you can think of what could be possible. Or you could think, like I think, how is it possible to own that much stuff? How many items have tags in? How many have not yet been touched since the purchase is made? Personally, there's a difference between loving fashion and loving brands, or simply wearing brands to flex, to show off to people that you own this brand, because they're perceived as expensive luxury items that the average person simply can't afford. Or people just like to flex their wealth. Really don't like that, to be honest.
I've been collecting designer handbags for over 20 years, but even when I was broke, you guys, I would buy a purse that cost probably my whole month's rent, and then I would hustle to pay my rent just to have nice things. I've always been obsessed with designers, so
owning these luxury brands is like the idea of having taste, which is personal preference. I was shocked at the number of designer items that Jeffree Star has in his closet. I know we don't like to mention his name. I know people don't like it. But I couldn't not reference him. Like, I've seen his closet tour and there's so many designer items. I was shocked about the number of pairs that Jacqueline Hill owns. I only own one pair of sunglasses because how many pairs of sunglasses do you actually need? Moving on to shoes. How can anyone own that many pairs of shoes? Like, literally, flexing comes to mind when I think of that. There's also the element of collection. I personally am not a clothing collector. I personally don't have an interest in collecting lots of clothes. But there is the enjoyment of collecting all these luxury items and collecting stuff that the average person can't afford. Many people see it as an inspiration to own clothes, bags, makeup, lots of it. Personally, I prefer to collect books. I understand and realise people do collect. I understand that the collection value and that. People collect postcards, badges, stamps, cards, books.
I basically make every type of product you can think of, like a boss. When I'm getting ready, this is where all of my favorite things are. What's so amazing about having 25 Paris Hilton fragrances is that I have one for almost every day of the month.
There's also the expectations of celebrity closets. The standards are celebrity closets. Stuff is on display, built-in storage all the way around the closet. Drawers that you can display your accessories like sunglasses and watches and shoes and all that kind of stuff. Having a massive closet is such a flex, to be honest. Some closets are big, like Jeffree Star's closet, which I will put in the next clip. Sorry again if you don't like that being mentioned, it's just I could not include him in. Other items in celebrity closets are Jeffree Star has his logo on the floor of his closet, mirrors for Instagram outfit photos of the day, shampoo sinks for when you get your hair done professionally at home. Most important, don't forget the glam section. It's also a thing of running out of space. Despite having all of these big fancy closets, there's still the case of running out of room because ultimately they just keep buying and buying more stuff. Now we're going to talk a little bit more in detail about bragging and flexing. Rich people, as we know, have a tendency to brag about the amount of money they have. There is such a thing which I think is kind of true. It's people who are born rich don't have the tendency to show off because they believe it's tacky and a bit... and it's like tacky to brag. Because for them it is just the normality, like it's been normal for a long time, so there's probably no need to brag or flex. Whereas people who grew up poor and then become rich feel the need to brag and flex about their wealth. Probably because it's new to them, because it's something they haven't experienced before. But to some people, it's a case of no matter whether you were born rich or born poor, you still flex. There are people who are famous because they're rich. Also, it depends on the industry and like social media, showbiz. It's there to flex. There's permission to flex. And it's also a position to flex. People show they're flexing because they want people to be jealous of their life and they want people to want their life. There will be Jeffree Star in this section. I know, he's such a flexer. The disclaimer called, I'm not trying to brag, I just wanna show this. Do you remember people's makeup collections? People said, I'm not trying to brag about my makeup. This has been highly requested, I just want to show you the makeup I own. If it's not your cup of tea, don't watch it. I had a quick browse of the comment section just to see what views, and this person owns more makeup than the entire shop. Than the entire makeup shop has. Quite often the comments say makeup organisational goals. So totally not relatable, so totally a flex when doing these videos. But some people, it is the truth, like some people generally are trying not to brag. Because I do watch some makeup collection videos, so comment down below your thoughts on this topic. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
The stick bronzers, and then we have these stick